Hello, hello, how's it going tonight, guys? Welcome to tonight's episode. Yep, tonight's stream number 4. Yep, I hope everyone's week has been a good one. I know, mine's been pretty well. Yep. Just got home from Bible study just a little bit ago, and yeah, tested out a little something I got for my electric guitar to see if I can get music playing just right, and well, managed to get it to actually seem like it was playing quite what I was aiming for. So yeah, electric guitars, when you buy them from a thrift shop, expect a jigsaw puzzle. Yep. I hope everyone's been having some good weather lately. The weather over here where I'm at, it's been bouncing. Warm, cold, warm, cold. Right now it's doing the warm during the day when the sun's out, and then cold when the sun drops. Oh, hang on a second. A little. There we go. Okay, that was a level moment. Left my game a little unoccupied for too long and decided to do that. Alright. So, yep, that happened. Leading off from where we were last week, our heroes, the Crusader, Sir Martin, and Rigmor had just delivered the news about the dragon attack of Helgen to the Jarl Bolgruf. We got sent on a task to go and retrieve the Dragon Stone for Farengar. And, well, that went as well as that did. Then when we came back from the caves, we ended up finding that lovely... Why am I always saying the word like that? The lovely... To put it mildly, we ended up discovering the dragon that came out and attacked the Western Watchtower. So, yeah. Then we slew that and discovered who we truly were. Dragonborn. Yep. And then, for narrative purposes, I went and had our character go and... yeah. He went back to the chapter house of the Hospitalers and upon telling them about what had happened since he was last there, they decided it was high time they promote him to full-fledged knight. And so he became that, a full-fledged knight of the Hospitalers. So, yep, and now we've started our trek towards Riften to continue the Rigmor story, dragging Lydia along as an initiate of the Hospitalers. I have some fun plans for narrative-wise for her later on. But, yeah, without further ado, let us continue where we left off. Good morning, Rigmor. Nice, lovely morning from the feel of it. Hey, Lydia. Sleep well? Alright, you two. Let's get on the move. Riften won't come to us, so... I do gotta say, I really enjoy how well this modder did the Crusader armor. I mean, seriously, look at that. That is just... pretty cool. And yes, if any of y'all comment about how I've got, well, how the start points of each stream are different from where they ended in the previous one. You can't expect the same, with most TV shows, you can't expect it to end at, to start up at the exact point where it ended in the previous episode. Now can ya? Lovely morning sun. Oh, how much I wish we could get Lydia a horse, but this is Xbox and not PC. Well, one day that might change. In the meantime, we ride. Yeah, that's one thing I really enjoy about the Rigmor mod is you don't have to worry about buying yourself a horse. You get one. Short term with Angie's horse, and then later on, you get one of your own. Yeah. Such a big open world game like Skyrim, audio quality
There's a cave up ahead.
Does jumble a little bit, as you can no doubt tell. Yeah. I have a feeling it's nice and toasty in the Rift. They never have a actual thermostat for it, so I mean, can't tell how it feels. But from the way it looks, I'd say it feels pretty good. Let's see. Oh, good, Lydia caught up. We're going to head our way to Riften via Iverstead. That way we can hit to the south entrance pretty easily. Now, the reason why I'm doing this instead of fast traveling to that location, which I'm not joking, there actually is a fast travel point that is there. So many times I've played through this around this particular section. Little lag glitch there. Oh well, it's Skyrim. But like I was saying, roughly around the territory we're going to cover in this stream. Now look, trouble. I'll have to get back to what I was saying here in a second. Alright, you want to threaten me? Let's go.
Never should have come
won't
here.
leave here alive. Give it your best shot.
Ooh, very nice, Rigmor, very nice. Does he have anything nice on his person? Too bad this don't work on actual vampires in this game. And that fickle horse, where'd it run off to? That's always one fun thing.
Watch it.
You watch it, you slammed into me, Rigmor. There we go. That's where Angie's horse went to. Thing likes to run away. But, like I was saying, in the amount of the story we're going to cover in today's stream, usually around one particular spot where there's a bit of narrative from the mod, I have run into a Dark Brotherhood assassin, and it kind of messes with it a bit. It's like, oh man! You know, a little random one you encounter while traveling through the world. Ugh, I'm hoping I can deal with him before then. Oh look, Imperial Escort.
Come along, no more stops.
How's it going? Fine day, right?
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
I told you it's the
Yeah, we all know what quest that's involved with. But yeah. So, Darkwater Crossing. I believe we're all familiar with that. Pre-Skyrim. Oh, sorry, before the game actually would start, you know? Alright. So let's see if we can manage to run into that assassin before we actually get to that particular spot. If we're lucky. Alright, checking the directions. Continuing up. Yeah. Trying to think of other days I can do good streams. Saturday I'm kind of thinking of doing a second stream, but on a different game. Debating what game it'd be. Let's see. Iverstead's to the right. Alright, ladies, this way. Alright. Yeah. Several different games I could pick from. Maybe you guys could comment and say which game you think I should stream on Saturday nights, at least for starting out Saturday night streams. So I enjoy having this be, I enjoy doing Skyrim on Wednesdays. Yeah. So. Rather quiet on this road. Bit eerie. Makes you wonder what we're gonna run into up this way. It really does. Good, you're keeping up, ladies. You must have done a lot of good cardio there, Lydia. What the? Someone's hurt? Hold up. Sir, are you alright?
Please help. I can pay you.
What's going on here? Are you alright?
Bandits attacked and ransacked my cart. Can you help me?
What can I do to help?
My camp is nearby in the ruins of Nilheim. Get me there safely, and you'll be rewarded.
Gotcha. Lead the way. We can spare a moment, Rigmor. Let's help this guy out. Come, Lydia.
Just across the bridge and up that hill.
I already know what goes on here. It's a trap! But you know what? Nothing wrong with getting a little EXP time, right?
We're close now. I can see the camp. Wait here. I'll be right back with your reward.
Understood.
You never should have come here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
You lied to me! Repent!
Come on, fight me.
So there's more up ahead. Come on.
Think you can take me?
Don't have to finish you off. That's what she's for. I'll go deal with your boss. So I'm pretty sure there's a bandit chief up here. Around the corner and up. Go down and stay down.
Hey! Wait!
Love how she always says if you get too much of a gap between you and her. Some decent supplies. Nothing too great from the looks. Nah. Alright. After clearing out the tower and dealing with the bandits, he removed his helm and checked to see how Lydia and Rigmor were doing. You alright, Rigmor? That blasted liar. Led us right into a trap, but he didn't stand a chance. Okay, why is Lydia not following?
I'm right behind you. Lead on.
Come on, Lydia. Yeah, Rigmor's the only one that get that little summoning for follower ability. So if I can't get Lydia to follow, I'm gonna have to fast travel back here. Fancy Clothes might be able to get something for it. Or I might use it narratively. I don't know yet. That's it. Pretty poor bandits, I'll say that. Looks like I do fast travel. Alright. There we go. Good. Alright. Down that just so she doesn't fall off the edge into the waterfall. Alright. Let's move on. He led their party as they continued on towards Riften via the Iverstead route. Yeah, so far I'm noticing I'm not as narrative as I usually am. Oh well, I'll get better. And what do we have? What's this? Oh.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
Walk away right now.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again.
I don't have time for this.
Don't you walk away from me.
You're looking at the wrong girl!
And stay down. Alright, come on. Calm down. Press on. We should be able to keep up easy enough, Rigmor. Lydia's doing pretty well herself, and she's on foot. She's got some leg strength, that girl. Oh, look, a little beaver dam. How cute. Alright. Let's see. Iverstead. Let's see. Which part of the map does this puss on? Right where we can actually split. Alright, at this point we can follow the thing for Riften. So that'd be this way. This way, hey ladies. Two different routes of which you can get up to Iverstead from Whiterun, at least by the same mountain pass. It looks like we got the one that didn't take us through Iverstead. Fair enough. Such fun, my cat wants some attention. So cute when they go and pat the... Oh, crud. Troll. Arm yourselves! Nice finish, Lydia. Nice. Made that thing mince meat. Alright. Continue onward. I'm surprised I haven't run into any bears. I mean, there's a ton in the rift.
Thousands of years.
Yeah. There's a ruin back there. We'll go adventure through that when we come back through. And spiders. For those with arachnophobia, beware. This game has plenty of them.
Spiders.
Oh! Finished. So there's at least two more, if I'm... one or two more. One.
I hate these things.
Alright, managed to dodge hitting Lydia. Nice. Alright. Now those are through. Back to the horses. Oh good, I left enough of a gap that Angie's horse didn't go running again. How nice. All the beasts of the forest and all the bandits of that walked the roads. None of them could stop the Crusader and the two war maidens who traveled along with them.
Hold up!
Yeah. The rift is currently looking like a lot of my area is. The leaves turning the color of fall. Last I checked, I think it's, what, Hearthfire? Yeah, the 5th of Hearthfire. Yeah. The color of the trees is so lovely and beautiful. More spiders, ah, great. Very good. Ooh. It's always the fun of traveling the long way to get to destinations. All the different encounters of the wildlife and with bandits you might end up with. Sometimes even vampires. And so far, no assassin. And I spoke earlier of not seeing a bear. There's a bear. And a spider. Great. Perfect encounter. Dang. Dropped hard. Alright. I feel like I jinxed that a little bit. Oh. There's another spider. Good job, ladies. You got book. Alright. Hey, get back here. They tried taking off on me. We continue on. Yep. I do enjoy seeing the colors of fall on the trees. I wonder if they'd ever... Yeah, I've never noticed if Skyrim's ever made it to where the trees actually change color with the season. That I've never been able to pay attention to. If it does, though, it would definitely be really immersive. But I have a feeling to solve that, there's a mod for that. Ooh. Looks like a wolf's was on the hunt. And he'll be crossing our path. I'm just happy there's not a bunch, group of billy goats trying to get over, and a troll hiding underneath that bridge. There he is.
Stupid animals. Carlos Wilson.
And that wolf dropped hard. Let's check something real quick. Yeah. The swings seemed like they were doing less than they typically do. Typically a wolf's done in one hit. Typically, anyway. And that's a giant's club. A giant fell near here. We'd best be cautious. I know it could take a giant real easy, but don't want to tempt it. Hurry up, girls. We're almost there. And more spiders.
I hate these things.
For those with arachnophobia, I apologize. And that one I take for pride for my sister, who does deal with arachnophobia. And that's it. Outside of game, she does literally have arachnophobia. Ooh, I mean, she can't watch the that scene in Harry Potter or Return of the King because of spiders. Yeah. I need to remember to ask her how she felt when she played Skyrim and took on the spiders. Probably terrified, to say the least. And there's Riften. After riding all of the morning and the beginning of the afternoon, they finally
Here
arrived.
we are. I hope Alrendar isn't too mad I took so long to get here.
I'm sure he'll forgive you, Rigmor. Come on. Now we get to find out if that info about him paying off the guards was true. Greetings.
Hold and stand down. If you want to get into Riften, use the north gate. This one's closed.
We're friends of Barandar.
All right. I'll make an exception for you. You can head into the city.
Thank you. Come on.
The Greybeards have summoned.
Yeah, the Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such thing hasn't happened in centuries. Yeah. The pit fighters are a nice little mod if you want to do the arena. Alright. Keep your eyes peeled. This could be a dangerous area. We don't know yet.
Hey, I heard of this place growing up. Riften is so cool. Hey, check this out. You don't see that every day. A canal? How cool is that, Guardian?
Pretty cool.
Damn. See that? An orphanage. Can we check out the market? I heard they have all sorts of stuff. You know, I met a woman once. She was wearing the most beautiful dress I'd ever seen. They were imported from Morrowind, all different colors, and sold at the Riften market. She must have bought it from one of those stalls. I wonder if they've got one in red.
Rigmor.
What? What is it?
Nothing. Let's go check it out.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, Guardian. You're right. I'm so stupid. I forgot myself. I...
Rigmor, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
No! It's not okay.
No harm done. We can check out the stall. No problem.
Guardian, look at me. Look at me. The last thing I want to do is make that dress look ugly. Come on. Let's go see Balrendar.
Yeah. That's got me thinking. Is there someone I could talk to about a dress?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
There's a Dunmer over there. Might get lucky.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough.
Greetings.
Could I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind?
I'm looking for a specific type of dress. Imported from Morrowind?
What did you want?
I want one in red. Do you happen to have one?
I'm afraid not. Hopefully on the next Khajiit caravan. Come back tomorrow.
Here's the gold. Leave it under the stall for me to collect later if you're not if you're not around.
Buy armor from Grelka.
I'll see what I can do.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin
Alright,
you
come on.
carry. Hey, lad.
Yeah. I don't want to have anything to do with Burn Golf. Not the right character for that.
Barandar.
People of Riften,
So good to see you.
heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere
Well
coincidence.
met, Rigmor.
This
This
is one
one
of the
sees
signs.
you have brought
Signs
along
that
a
Lady
friend.
Mara is displeased with your
This is my guardian angel, the Dragonborn.
and embrace the
She
teachings of
hopes
the
the
handmaiden of
Dragonborn
Kai.
is taking good care of you.
No, Marumo.
Oh.
We talked about this.
He has his
Tell him.
moments.
Kira,
Any news on my mother's ring?
some sort of an understanding?
Actually,
Aware
yes.
of the
A
chaos.
member of the Thieves Guild in Riften acquired it in the Grey Quarter Ghetto inside Windhell. It was sold to him by a Dunmer who had been a kitchen servant at the Talmor Embassy in Hafingar.
We're not kicking you out.
Khajiit suggests you both lay low here, while this one arranges for a meet to loosen his tongue
Get
with
off your
coin.
lazy tail and take care of the customer.
You want a drink?
Barandar,
thank
there's
you.
something you
Keep
need
your
to see.
scales on.
Show him, Guardian.
Got the coin?
Yes. What is it?
Here.
So it all comes to pass. Khajiit had suspicions all along. The new order of Alinor are well known in ordinary circles. They are a shadowy clandestine organization of Altmer extremists, of course. Rumors are just seeds on the wind, but here now is the hard evidence. Did anyone see you take these documents?
Don't worry, there are no witnesses. We slew them all.
Even so, we must be very careful and keep these to ourselves until I investigate the revelations in these documents. Now, Khajiit must cut short his stay in Skyrim and travel to Cyrodiil and elsewhere immediately. There is nothing you can do about this conspiracy until Khajiit has spoken to his contacts. This will take all my skills and friends in high circles as emissary to get to the bottom of, to know what to do next. Khajiit will then contact you. In the meantime, you could travel to Windhell and find this Dunmer, but be very careful. Rigmor is now officially a wanted criminal by the Talmor in Empire-controlled areas.
Me a criminal? That's cute.
Yes, my child. They have sent no other than their best Talmor general to Skyrim to track you down. This is why I came here in person to warn you. He has at his disposal an elite force of 100 troops, which are setting up camps and checkpoints as we speak, so you will need to avoid them and travel diligently. He will pursue you with extreme prejudice, and when they find out what's happened at Fort Black, he will stop at nothing to find you.
But why? Okay, I took revenge on those that harmed my family. But why send these men? Why give me the special attention?
They fear you, Rigmor. They fear you because of who your father was.
My father is dead. They got their revenge. They would do well to leave me be if they know what's good for them.
My dear, sweet child, have you not seen past the veneer of subterfuge? Is that what you think? That the Talmor would extradite your father and execute him for revenge? To know your enemy, you must first walk in their shoes. Has your hatred of the Talmor blinded you from the truth?
I don't understand. What?
Your father's crest on the battlefield was worth 5,000 men. Even the mention of the sons of Talos on the field would ensure disarray, and even cause whole battalions to rout. No, Rigmor, not revenge. They needed your father out of the picture.
Welcome
for
to the
good.
Bee and Barb, my lord.
This whole
If I can
plot
interest you in
developed
one of our special drinks, you let me know.
After Bruma, they now fear you and what you might become.
Fear me? Why would they do that? I'm just a young girl.
A young girl who single-handed slays a full company of Talmor soldiers, Rigmor. Such a feat is not to be ignored, especially when that young girl was taught, raised, and trained by the beast of Hammerfell himself.
You look like you could use a drink.
It is you,
What do you say to
Rigmor,
some cheap
you,
mead?
that is also on that list of top-level targets. Khajiit is happy you have the Dragonborn to help keep you from harm.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I would surmise, with the arrival of Tylar Adriath to Skyrim, that you are first on that list to be pursued and eliminated.
I'm selling the best meat in town
I'm
for
sorry.
cheap.
I need
Interested?
to be by myself for a while. I need some time to take all this in.
Let her go. She will be fine. It gladdens my heart to know the premonition was right.
Premonition? What premonition?
Khajiit has traveled these provinces for many years. As a provincial emissary, it is my duty to make sure every angle is covered. It was during the annual ball this one was approached by Khazazid, a prominent soothsayer from Corinth. That one told Khajiit the snorkeling girl was destined for greatness, and that she would meet a guardian angel sent by the gods. A dragonborn shall hail from Helgen on the day of the dragons. Please, take care of her, dragonborn. These are dark days. You will need to keep one step ahead. Adriath is a very dangerous foe. A master of subterfuge. Do not underestimate him. Khajiit wants to keep child from harm, and will pay good coin as to keep her well met.
I shall be vigilant at all times, Barndar. You have my word.
Then Khajiit suggests you get well rested before traveling to Windhelm.
This dumber thief. By what name do I call him?
His name is Tendril Sethri.
Yeah, quite a lot of dialogue in this mod. But you know what? For those who love narrative, it makes it more fun.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
No, thank you, sir. Hey, are you alright?
Yeah. I think I'm good.
Barndar seems to be in the know.
Yeah, he knows a lot of important people high up. He has a huge estate in Torval. You know, elsewhere. Dignitaries like him because of his mystic friend. Reckoned I was gonna climb mountains. I guess I can cross that one off the list.
You could say that again. Come on, let's go and see what this Sethri guy knows about your mother's ring.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you want?
Step away from the girl, friend.
Can talk later.
I can't do that, friend.
We only want the head. You can keep the rest.
You don't have to do this. You can just walk away, and we forget what happened.
Then die, fool.
Never should all stay out.
Piece of me.
Get him, Lydia! Tricky thing with this fight is literally you run such a high risk of getting someone you don't mean to accidentally. Good job, Rigmor. You alright, Lydia?
Poor soul lost.
What happened?
My skill in battle is unmatched.
Do a quick looting.
Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
I will say that was the quickest response I've had with that. A lot of times I've had it where, quite literally, there's a gap where he's like, has to say, step away from the girlfriend at least twice.
Another corpse for the pile.
Hey, Rigmor, you alright?
Another poor soul lost.
Yeah, I'm good.
I said there would be others. I hate it when I'm writing things like this.
What do we do now?
Leave Riften right away. Let's go out the south gate to avoid any more unwanted attention.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's go.
My skill in battle. Why hire a common soldier to protect you when you can have a master of the arcane?
Yeah. They're not the only bounty hunters we run into, so.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn?
Who among us would be worthy of such an honor? Me! This way.
What's that over
Quickly.
there?
Yeah. Rigmor. Keep your eyes peeled, Lydia. We don't know how many more bounty hunters are around. He went and sat down next to Rigmor to see what was going on. Rigmor, we don't have time for this.
You know, it's really weird coming here. To Skyrim, I mean. I never got to see my homeland.
We really should be moving on. There could be bounty hunters around the corner at any point.
Skyrim is such a beautiful place. I'm glad I came here. To see it for myself.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. I try to put on a brave face, but really, deep down, I'm feeling a little scared right now. It's all a bit too much sometimes.
It can't be easy. Taking it all in, I mean.
I never asked for this. Sometimes I find it hard to imagine I was once a little girl, you know. I was just a normal, happy little girl playing with all the other kids. Then they took it all away. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to do.
Rigmor, there was nothing you could have done.
My mom told me it would be okay. But it wasn't okay. They took her and I was...
What's her name?
Sigyn. Her name is Sigyn.
Don't worry. We'll find her. We better get going. You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Alright.
Hey, Guardian. We have to head north to Windhelm, right?
Yeah.
We can hole up in the wilderness in East March. I heard it's pretty lawless, you know, Giants, mammoths, and, you know, stuff. Perfect for some rest while we catch our breath. There's even hot springs, Dragonborn.
Guardian, Dragonborn.
Guardian, Dragonborn, whatever.
Hot springs? I don't know. Might be better for us to go straight to Windhelm.
I'll leave the decision making up to you.
I feel you could use the stress relief. We'll go to the hot springs.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. Alright, Lydia, let's make our way. Alright. And they began their ride to the north. Headed for the hot springs in the middle of the wilderness of Eastmarch. Using the cover of night to try and keep their movements hidden, hoping that they wouldn't run into more bounty hunters. However, he knew better. Yep. Typically when I play this, it's just me and Rigmor. But since I've got a show going for you guys, there's a narrative plot in mind. Yep. And this area I know are full of bears. One thing that you'll discover later on in this mod is eventually, for at least the continuation of it, bears are not a concern.
Oh.
You'll see why shortly. Watch yourself, Lydia. Back up into my shield, you might get hurt. Look at that aurora. That's a sight that people in the Midwest don't get to enjoy seeing. But for those up in the north, oh, you guys definitely get to enjoy the sights. Only one bear so far. That's... Well, one bear in the path, anyway. Typically, Riften's full of these things. The Rift is full of those bears. Oh, look, Shorestone. This time of night, I'm figuring the quest giver of here in Shorestone is nowhere present. So, I'll at least...
What is this place? Some kind of mining town? This place is cute.
Yeah, there's not even an inn, so we'll continue on. Almost accurate time. As they left the edge of Shorestone, they continued on their way to get down off the plateau and down into East March. I hate how I have pauses trying to figure out the right words to say. No, that's improving it. Down these slopes we go. And there's a bear.
Stupid animals.
Yeah, and that horse is just counting so casually as I slay that thing. That'd be a comical video. I slay this bear and this horse is just like, okay, and? Bears aren't the only things I've run into on this road. I've also run into trolls. And a spider. How cute.
I hate having to
And you missed.
Yeah!
Aw. You got to take him out first. If the horse had gone running with that distance gap, I would have been like, what? You blasted coward! Ugh. That's a lovely view right there. So beautiful. Except the roar's again covered up by the clouds. And definitely hate to try and walk down a hill this steep. Fear of heights is not something to joke at. On any day of the week. I have to deal with it at work sometimes. Well, not as much anymore since they decided to finally upgrade the TVs where it's tablet controlled to change channels. Yay. Wolves. Fight time. And you're dead. And this late hour, pretty sure after riding since the morning. And where'd that horse go again? All the riding and chasing after that horse as it runs away. Oh, good grief. I bet he's feeling, in reality, I'm sure anyone would be feeling tired. Best, I can imagine, best way to get an instant fuel up after all that, a long day like that, would probably be W Energy. That energy drink that, yeah, definitely energize you after a long day like that. Yeah. Yeah, and then he'd probably be like, I wish to use the special code Red Thunderfang to get 10% discount. Oh, great. It's a bear. And definitely not the one from the Cleveland show. Oh, crap. Please don't demonetize me for that. Uh-oh. Afflicted refugee. Ugh. Stay back, Rigmor. He's got pox. We best keep riding. Hurry up, Slowpoke. Lydia's running faster and you're riding. I'm taking a note of that. So I think that would actually be pretty comical. And that wolf dropped from one swing while riding. Jeez, that looked like I grabbed the tail of that horse and then pulled. Alright, come on, you two. Oof. Very foggy. And we got a dragon burial right here. And no dragon. That's the camp marker up there. That's where the hot springs are. Before we run to that, I want to deal with one pest that'll be flying around overhead. Alright. He senses something nearby, so they get off the horse. You get off their horses, and I'm getting a feeling there's something around here. Feels familiar. Almost the same feeling I got when that dragon was flying overhead. Careful, Lydia and Rigmor. Yeah, there's the marker for the dragon roost. Careful, Lydia. You've never fought a dragon before.
Hey!
I know you fought with me, Rigmor. Keep that in mind. That's what gives you an edge over. Ooh. Someone got pounced on by those wolves. Poor farmer. Probably one of the ones that talks about join up with one of the warring factions. Rest in peace, young soul. I knew it. There's a dragon nearby. Draw your weapons and prepare for battle. Be careful of that giant nearby. There's a giant camp. There's bound to be giants. And I don't need a... Whoa! Ow! Blast. As long as that thing stays in the air, I can't strike it. Careful, Rigmor. As long as that thing stays on the wing, I can't get at it. Oh man, that's one drawback of the Crusader kind of character. Ooh. You definitely missed that one. Good. About time. Come on. drop down. What, you want a piece of the swinging? As he sheathed his sword, the dragon's soul rushed into him as he consumed his second dragon. Alright. Let's make our way into that nest and see what we can find. I've heard dragons have loot. Be helpful for us as we make our way. Because goods and services are not cheap. Well, compared to how they are today in today's world, yeah, it's very easy. He came across the word wall and felt the presence of power. As he approached, he felt knowledge rush into him. Ice. Interesting. So, sorry about that. There was a pest that was crawling all over the mic piece there. My microphone had a pest crawling on it. Ugh, not shiny. And it was a big one, so... Alright. We got what we would find here. Let's make our way back to the horses. Luckily, it's just going back up the road. Ugh. For those who haven't played Skyrim, you run into quite a bit of dragons.
Hey!
Left and almost left and right, depending on where you go and how far into the main story you are. I know dragons, a lot of times it's an interesting toss-up between giants and dragons to see which one actually prevails. Stand here and wait for them both to get here. I heard her. The question is, where is she?
Hey!
I hear you, Rigmor. Where are you? I could see this being all day with that. So, shortcut. There we are.
Watch out!
Let's see.
Hold up!
Another farmer. This one was alive, though. Where's the road? No. Here's the road, and... I have a question. Where are the horses? Yeah, there they are. Yep, have them far enough back. After they found their horses again and remounted, they continued their ride towards these hot springs. Truth, that's actually one of the spots that typically you'd end up spawning from if you use the alternate start mod and chose Attacked and Left for Dead. So, popped up there quite a few times. No sign of the Dark Brotherhood assassin on the trek, so there's a chance that we'll run into them somewhere here. Let's see.
Hey, these hot springs look really inviting. Could we stop so I could take a bath?
Campsite.
Come on.
Alright, Rigmor. Hold their horses. Are you sure about this?
I heard about these hot springs. People bathe in them all the time. The water is meant to have rejuvenating properties. Hey, you never know. They might help with the pain with my back. You know, the scars.
Sure, you could use one. I'll watch your things, and Lydia will keep guard over both of us.
Yeah, right. Make sure they're the only things you're watching.
I love how she says that as she goes and takes her armor off. And then her gear goes into that chest there. He went and sat down, waiting to see when she, how long that Rigmor would take with her bath. Thinking to himself, what all would lay in store for them, as well as uttering a silent prayer, thanking, silent prayer of thanks for helping them get through the day with as little casualty as possible. Which, if it'd be me, it'd be a prayer to the Lord Jesus Christ, the true God.
Hey, you know what? I think it might have helped with the pain with my back. You know, the scars.
That's good to hear. How was it?
You know, it's better than I thought. Although the giants and mammoths might put off tourists.
Rigmor, those scars on your back.
Yeah, they're quite something, right? Courtesy of my stay in Haven.
Do they still cause you pain?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes. I have to lay on my side when I sleep.
Those welts are deep. You were lucky to survive those.
Uh-huh. Must have someone looking after me. A guardian angel or something.
Why would they do that to you?
Hey, I'll tell you about it sometime.
Okay. Let's change the subject.
Okay.
So what's your story, Rigmor?
What? Like, how did I end up in Skyrim?
I'd like to know a little bit more about you.
Why would anyone want to know about me? My story isn't a good one. As you probably know, I spent some years in slavery. Barandar rescued me and smuggled me out of Valenwood. So I spent nearly a couple of years in elsewhere before I came here.
Can you tell me about that? Being a slave, I mean?
I don't want to talk about it. Maybe some other time.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell me, why'd you shave your hair? It's not typical of a young lass like you.
Well, when I came of age and left elsewhere, the first thing I wanted to do was take revenge on the Thalmor that had kept us as hostages. Shaving my head was a symbol of renewal.
I take it that you got your revenge?
Yeah, they killed my dad. He was arrested for war crimes.
So he was a soldier?
He was a brigade commander, led the Nord volunteers against the Dominion during the Great War.
You must be very proud of him, Rigmor.
Hell yeah! Was decorated by Titus Meade himself, fought under General Jonah. After the war, he went to Hammerfell, helped the Red Guard take on the Dominion. After the fighting stopped, he met my mom, settled in Bruma, and they had me. Then after many years had passed, they came after him. He sacrificed himself to save me and my mom. Or that's what he thought. But they betrayed us. I slew them all at the embassy near Bruma. And they've had the hots for me ever since.
I'd say you were definitely justified in taking your revenge out on those who betrayed their word. Damn Thalmor. Thanks, Rigmor.
It's cool.
Got another question.
Okay.
About Angie's story.
What about her?
You mentioned about the two Imperial drunks.
Yeah, about that. After I was well enough, Angie would take me with her hunting. I wasn't very good with a bow back then. But over time we began to trust each other. Like I said before, we had similarities about things that happened in our past. She had told me about two Imperial drunks. You know, killed her family. But when I opened up with her about my time in Valenwood, she eventually told me the truth.
So what did happen?
Well, this was a couple of years before the Civil War broke out. The Empire were reinforcing their hold on Skyrim. When the Empire went, the Thalmor followed in the Legion's wake. Several Thalmor special squads were operating around that time, as there was resistance building up against what some saw as an occupation of the Nord holds. Angie's family, plus many others, got caught up in the troubles. The squads were mostly made up of criminals from all corners of the Empire, you know, deserters, murderers, and thieves. Angie's family were hunters, and lived on a small farm just outside Helgen. When the Thalmor arrived, they ransacked the place, looking for only the gods know what. When they were done, two Imperial drunks tried to drag Angie away with them, but her brother and father intervened and a fight broke out, and Angie ran. Her family was killed and the farm burned to the ground.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? She regrets running away, but I told her it could have been a lot worse. But to survive, she had to let it go. So in her mind...
They are dead to her.
Don't tell her I told you.
My lips are sealed.
Right.
Wow, already that early. Dang, quick night. Don't worry, we'll find her.
You know, she used to travel to the Imperial City sometimes to get things we didn't have in Bruma. and I would beg her to take me with her so I could get out of my sword and combat training. She just couldn't say no, and she would make up any old rubbish excuse, and my father lapped it up. He knew she was lying. He would give us that look. But he loved her so much. She had him in the palm of her hand. We would go shopping and listen to the bards and minstrels playing in the streets, and sometimes I would just go sit in the library and read everything I could get my hands on for hours and hours till she came and got me.
Sounds like such fun.
We could finally take off our fur coats for once, and I remember I would look up and let the sunshine warm my face. I would try on some of the linen dresses, and she would buy me a special treat. The summer in Cyrodiil. So green. So timeless. Oh, how I miss all that. I just need to know, if she's still alive. So, you're a dragonborn, right?
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that right now. Maybe some other time.
Oh, har. That's cute. You really are too much.
We'd better get going. It isn't safe to stay in one place for too long.
Okay, let's move on.
Hello? Hello? Hey there. I seem to be a bit lost. I wonder if you could help me. Oh, the name's Tabuku. Or Mr. Tibbs, if you like. Sorry for any inconvenience. You see, my sister's daughter, she hasn't been too well, and it's her birthday.
Careful, Guardian. But he might be genuinely lost. Go see what he wants and try to help.
Gotcha.
Hey there, little lady. How about helping out poor old Mr. Tibbs' niece?
He walked over cautiously, as he had a feeling his instincts were telling him that this was another bounty hunter looking for them.
Yeah?
How can we be of help, Mr. Tibbs?
Well, this is a bit embarrassing. I seem to have lost my way. I was hoping to bump into someone. Are you hunting and fishing out here in these parts, or just traveling through?
That's for me to know, and you to find out.
Yeah, well, it's a dangerous place around here, especially for peaceful, law-abiding citizens such as us. But you see, my legs, they get all tired after a long walk. I broke my leg in 3 places a couple of years back.
Well, if I was you, I wouldn't go back to those places.
I see what you did there. But seriously, my sister's little girl, she isn't so well either. She suffers from a rare condition and it's hereditary. My cousin's auntie's uncle's nephew always had problems when he lifted his arms past his nipples. Hurt like hell.
Well, in that case, tell him not to do that again.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, the little girl. Hey, maybe your little friend over there might have some good advice.
Sure, I'll help. What do you want to know?
I've got some pretty good advice for you, Mr. Tibbs. Bet you ain't gonna like it much.
Yeah, thought as much. It's her, boss. Come on. We're gonna be rich.
Come on. They're on the ridge.
You're messing with the wrong girl.
He's running away. Stay down.
You're as good as dead.
Whew. Man. Those orcs definitely need to learn to give up. He had a feeling they were a similar group to like the first group of that they ran into the other day up at once they left Fort Black. They looked around the area to make sure that everything was secure. Looks clear. Let's see about what Mr. Tibbs here had. Are you alright, Rigmor?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
Let's get out of here. Find this Dunmer up in Windhelm.
Okay.
Alright. Lydia, I need you to run interference. Make your way back to Whiterun, and on your way try and get as much these dang bounty hunters' attention as you can. Maybe you can divert them off our tail for a while.
Still here. I'll head back home if you need me.
Until then, good luck. Alright, Rigmor, let's get going. After he sent Lydia off to run interference to keep the bounty hunters off their trail for a little, they set course back. They continued on their trail to Windhelm. Yeah, that's the narrative point I always have Lydia following with me in that while I'm doing this mod. At least the last couple of times. Right there is a Stormcloak camp. Yep. Normally not there, but except with this mod. If there's any Creation Club mods you actually want to see me mess around with, give me a recommend some in the comments. As I continued on north, he could feel the bite of the wintry air start to hit his senses, and then he started to see the snow. Well, Rigmor, I think we're getting close. From what I hear, there's another order similar to mine up here, the Teutonic Knights. Fierce and friendly. They hate the Thalmor almost as much as I do, and they've allied quite closely with Ulfric Stormcloak. So. Alright. Let's get a cloak on this girl. Put a cloak on that girl.
Sure.
That bald head, I bet she must be cold. So, on top of that, I'll toss this on her as well. Make sure she's nice and toasty. So, this is Windhelm. I'd heard tales about the ancient city of Rigmor. Uh,
Oh gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
and there's the chapter house of the Teutonic Knights.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Another one of the fun knights created from the... Oh, another... Ugh. They're another fun order that has, uses. They're another order that's inside this mod. Same as the Hospitallers, but different emblem and color to their tunics.
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
I got some skill with a bow. I prefer my sword.
I made my fortune as a sea captain.
I don't
but now I'm
haggle.
retired.
If you want, take a look.
So some of the extra gear he's got on him. Level up. Go put in the stamina.
Thank you for your custom.
Hello.
I need metal hammered.
I need some.
The
Sell you some
weapons
stuff.
and armor.
Yep. Great sword. Steel plate.
Whether it's armor you need or a new... Hey,
much lighter now.
Come see me.
Alright, now let's go see about talking to Tendril Sethri about what news he has on the ring that belonged to Rigmor's mother, Sigun. Yeah, here's a couple of the guards standing right outside. This way, Rigmor. Grey Quarter, I believe, is this way.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please?
Sure. What do you got?
Not much, but I hope you like them.
Let's see. Blue sounds nice. Thank you.
Stop by again.
Yeah. Rigmor usually has a comment to say on that girl buying a flower from her to be able to...
This little girl is going to freeze to death. Come on, Dragonborn. At least buy some of her flowers so she can afford a meal in a warm place for the night. Please?
I just did buy a flower from her. I don't think Rigmor is paying attention. Alright. Stay close, Rick. But let me do the talking.
I thought the Grey Quarter would
Come
be
on
a
in.
haven
You'll
for
still
my
be fine.
kind.
Take a seat and get the
I was
coat out.
wrong.
Alright. Relax for a while. I'll go talk to our friend.
Okay. Cool.
The Great Quarter's not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad.
Well met.
Tendril Sethri, I presume.
Who wants to know?
Don't be alarmed. I only want to talk. You might be able to help me, actually.
I may or may not. Depends. What do you want?
A friend of mine acquired a gold wedding ring. Says it came from you.
Rings, trinkets, they come and go. You'll need to be more specific.
Apparently, this ring was liberated from the Thalmor embassy in Hofingar.
Ah, yes. I remember that ring. It was one of the many items I took for myself as payment for services rendered. You see, I worked there temporarily as a kitchen servant. Unfortunately, one night, I made the broth too rich by adding some seared skeever meat in with the vegetables. The Thalmor spent 2 days racing each other to the latrines. Serves them right, arrogant fools. They told me I was lucky not to lose my head. Obviously, they're no connoisseurs of fine cuisine, eh?
Obviously. Jeez.
Anyway, a shipment of crates arrived from the Solitude docks that afternoon. They contained fine clothes, jewellery, shoes, ornaments, even a pile of rags. But what I found most disturbing was the chains and shackles. It was obvious to me that these items were from slavers in way of payment for the Thalmor to ignore illegal mining operations. In Empire-controlled provinces, right under their stupid imperial noses.
Is there anything else you can remember that might help us find the owner of the ring?
There was something, but it will cost you the price of helping me get out of this rat hole and returning home. Give me some gold. The rest of the story will give you what you're looking for, and must be worth something.
100 gold should cover it. Please, go on.
Now then, where was I? Ah yes, I was rifling through the pockets of the clothing, as you do, when I noticed a list. My heart skipped a beat when I realised on the list were the names of the poor wretches the belongings had come from, and where they'd been sent. Men, women, and even children, taken from the provinces by pirates and slave masters. That's the Thalmor for you, with their usual bureaucratic thoroughness for fine details. Filthy dogs.
Yeah. What then?
The gold and silver and anything else of value was stripped from the crates, and they arranged for them to be taken to Northwatch Harbour. I grabbed what I could and hightailed it out of there. What you seek is on the slavers list. The person you seek who owned this ring will be on it, and where they were taken to.
Northwatch Harbour, you say?
Yeah, it's located in a ravine on the Iraq border. You can't access it from land, all clandestine-like, but I knew of a guy who worked there as a skivvy. The Thalmor would send him to take food and meat to hide mercs and bandits that guarded a secret entrance into the harbour from land. Head to the border with Iraq, then make your way down the path. You'll see some ruins of an old imperial fort. Look for an old well in the undergrowth. It will lead you into the harbour, but be careful, it might still be guarded.
Thank you, Sethri. This information's just what we needed.
If I were you, I would make sure this list is passed on to the authorities. This kind of abomination needs to be stopped. I would love to see the Thalmor squirm out of this one. Good day to you.
Again, thank you. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
After he got the information, they left the tavern.
Okay, what's the plan? Do you know where this place is?
Yes, it's situated on the northern coast of Hofingar.
Great, let's go find that list.
Rigmor, It's a Thalmor prison. A dungeon. Are you sure you'll be okay about this?
Why shouldn't I be? Why are you so concerned how I feel? Has someone been talking about me behind my back?
Barnjar told me he rescued you from one. I just thought...
Thought what? Don't you assume you know how I feel? What is it? You want to go on alone and leave me here? In this dump? Hey, why don't you stay here and I'll just go kill them all myself and get that stupid list?
Oh, that would be real smart. Alone in enemy territory.
Hey, I don't need no dragonborn babysitting me. I can take care of myself. Ever since the age of 14, I've had my life ripped apart. I've suffered alone, and there was no one there for me. No one!
Rigmor, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm not assuming anything.
Hey. I'm sorry, too. I'm also cold. And I'm hungry. And I'm tired. Can we find somewhere warm and go eat? What about that inn in the square? Maybe I do need to talk about what happened to me. But not here.
Candlehearth Hall? Sure. Let's go check it out.
Just so you know, I really like having you around.
I like having you around too, Rigmor. Come on.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can, but I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices.
Hey! Wait for me, okay?
Well, hurry on up, Rigmor. The mead's not gonna drink itself.
Hold up!
As they walked into the inn,
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and
This one's
get
a
the cold
favorite of
out.
mine. A legend we all
he,
know and
he
love.
walked with her over to a table in the corner. Taking his seat, he looked over at her. You wanted to talk?
Where do I start?
Hey, you really don't have to do this.
No, I really do. I do need to talk about what happened back then. Especially now that I know it wasn't just a random thing. A lot of the memory is broken. I think it was just my way of dealing with it all. I was only a young girl. It wasn't long after my 14th birth year when they came for my dad.
Your father must have been highly revered.
Yeah, that's quite something, right?
Did your father ever talk about the war?
No, never. He would get quite annoyed if I asked about that. I remember he would always give me a sword too heavy to practice with, but he insisted. And when I just got used to it, he would give me another one. He would say to me, "Rigmor, you may not know it now, but I do this because I won't always be there for you and your mom. You are the only child, and you must be as much a son as a daughter. You must be strong. You are Nord."
He must have loved you both dearly.
I still hate myself, you know, for not being there for him. Some son I turned out to be, huh?
Rigmor, there was nothing you could have done.
They were supposed to let us go. You know, after he agreed to their terms. They separated me from my mom after that. I haven't seen her since. I'll never forgive the Empire for turning their backs on us.
Did the Thalmor mistreat you at the embassy?
No, they treated us well. It was after the extradition that it all went bad. Okay, they kept their promise to spare our lives, but just barely. It became a living hell. I was to become a slave. I had no rights, no life. I had no hope, and I was scared. And I remember asking myself over and over, why can't I just go home?
Hey, let's stop here, Rigmor. You don't...
No! I need this. I wouldn't do what they wanted, so they beat me.
Who? The Thalmor?
Gah! No! The stupid Bosmer, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was sent to Valenwood to work on a farm. There was this Bosmer and his 2 sons. What assholes they were. I remember a high-ranking Justicar would come visit every now and then to check on me. Of course, now it's all clear, but then... he would tell them that if they touched me, you know, he would have their disgusting, lowly, worthless heads removed and placed on spikes. So the slavers beat me instead.
Did you know this Thalmor's name?
But that bastard had me flogged like a dog.
Because he couldn't break you?
Yeah, I almost broke the slave master's neck. They didn't understand, but I was brought up a true Nord fighter. My dad always told me it was better to live one day as a warrior than a lifetime as a coward. It would be the last time they raised their hand against me.
What happened then?
I was placed in Thalmor custody where they flogged me with their whips. Didn't want to dirty their hands, they said. I don't remember anything much after that. Until I awoke in a clean, soft bed. I thought I was in Sovngarde at first, but then the pain.
Barndar risked everything to save your life, Rigmor.
Yeah, I love him deeply. He's like a father to me.
Is that why you named your horse after him?
Oh my. Yeah, don't tell him though. He'll growl at me.
Growl at you?
Yeah, didn't you know Khajiit growl when they get mad? Oh my. Oh. I think I'm done talking now.
Thank you, Rigmor. It means a lot. Are you ready to head out?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go do this.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone.
After he heard her story, he doubled his resolve to help Rigmor
I still can't believe Isabella's gone.
to find
She
her
was such a helpful young lass.
to find her mother. And any more info on this conspiracy.
You are the High King in your great honor.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes tonight's stream. I hope you all had a fun time and enjoyed it. Yeah. Next week we'll be continuing on with the stream number 5. Usual time, 9 p.m. in Central U.S. time. Yeah. Progress with getting the smaller recordings of the previous streams is still underway. Shouldn't be too long till, very least, you guys can watch stream 1 without the issue with the 3D video incident. And yep, I hope y'all's week goes really well, and yep, keep an eye out for yourselves, everyone, and have a fantastic week. God bless, and also don't forget, that this stream was sponsored by Dubby Energy. Yeah. You can go onto the website and use the code RedThunderFang to get 10% off. If you enjoyed this stream, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you wish to support the channel, there is a Patreon. Come become a patron and we can make this stream even more fun. Also, it'll allow for more games to be streamed on a regular. Until next time.